So I just want to divide the width of this paper in half, and it's 8.5 by 11, so if you had a regular ruler you could do it the numerical style just by measuring 8.5 right here and then just going 4.25. So I'll do one at 4.25. In this case you can kind of see that it's split since I have the engineer scale. So I'm going to rotate this until 0 down here is on the edge of the page, and this time I'm going to rotate it up here until it gets to 9. And since it still holds true, I have this part. I just have to find this section that's at 4.5, and that's going to give me half the distance, and there's that caret that we've talked about. In order to make it horizontal, I'm just going to slide this down and do the same thing, same measurement, just kind of moving the ruler down. It's parallel, so it's a parallelogram that you're making, and put that center there. So that's going to give me at least a center. So I just want to kind of keep that part. So I'm just going to make a light line going across the page horizontally like that. Do the same with the other side. I have to go from the length of the paper, and in this case it's 11, so it's easy to just go ahead and put 5.5, okay, for that one. And just to show you, I'm just going to rotate this so 0 is on the end here, 12 is on the opposite side, and that gives me this measurement at 6. So I'm using both the measurement plus this triangulation method to locate my center, like so. Okay, so in order to make this circular part for this drawing, I said just come in a certain distance off from here to the top. So what I'm going to do is just put the ruler there. It's about at 8, so I'm just going to move 8 into 4s in the center. So you can see it right here. Here's 0, here's 4, here's 8. And just put a mark at either side, and just move this down till I have 4 in the center here, and put another line, a couple marks at the top, one at 0 here and one here. So now I have these connected, 2 lines to help me make this base. So just put the point of the pencil there, rotate the ruler, and give myself, this will be the one side of the rectangle. Transfer that up to the top. Put the ruler there so it's easy just to rotate it, make sure it lines up to there. And then I can check this. This is just going to be 8 going across, so I have it pretty well established. And then I'm just going to turn this, do the same thing. I'm going to put 4 in the middle. And since it's on this line, just go ahead and give it a segment there. And just offset it down here a little bit. And you'll notice that down below some of the ruler marks will be even on either side. So it sets that up. So there's 0, and here's 8. So line them up. That's the 1. Again, put the pencil there just to help you rotate it. And as I do the pencil, I'm kind of rotating it just to keep it sharp. So now I have centered on this paper an 8-inch square. And now I just have to go through to make the diagonals in order to finish this off to help me with the circle. I already have these points here, 3 and 4. Just need to make that diagonal lines. So again, I'm just going to put the ruler there, rotate it, and I'm going to go light with this because the drawing is going to go on top, but light enough that you can see it. So there it is. So you have a square, and again, as this goes into perspective, just kind of dividing it. So what you did last time was divide this diagonal line halfway to the middle into 3 parts. Okay? And to do that, you're taking this vertical piece to divide that into 3, transferring that across. So it's a little tricky, but again, with the triangulation method, it's very easy. Okay? So I have this whole page, this whole top piece, so I'm just looking at, here it is at 6 divided by 3. It's every 2 inches, so I'm just going to go to 4. I'm just going to repeat it down so I have a parallel line to do. So these are lined up. So as soon as I line these up, it's going to transfer to make that point right there. It's already connected here, so I can just go ahead and put the one over here. So it saves me a little step. And I don't have to measure anymore, I just line these up, make them perpendicular. So from this point up on the top, it's going to transfer to this one. And it doesn't matter which direction I go, hopefully. If I did it right, they should all match. This one goes to here, and this one comes down to here. So I'll just line it up down here. And again, by lining this up, I have the 8 and the 12 on either side to make connect it to the page. Okay, so now I have this shape that's going to be the circle. It's placing this in here. So it's trying to give you a freehand creation of this. A compass would obviously put that in pretty quickly. But I want you just to go through this method so you have this in your toolbox, as they say, to put all this together. So I'm just going to wrap this around and just rotate it so it goes from point to point. And this line I'm not going to make too heavy, but dark enough so you can see it, because I'm going to round this off. And this will be our beginning of the drawing. So it's giving you a little bit of an old school approach to putting all this together. So now you have this overall section, and now just kind of round them off in pencil, and then we'll just finish it off in pen. So I'm just kind of getting that arc, curving this around. Once you get the circle, then just take your pen and heavy that line up. Try to make that your actual line. And like I said, if you did this in your sketchbook, trying to get a accurate of a line as you can. There you have the circle that you'll use for the 3-point perspective sketch.